We were discussing not long ago the amount of miracles that we've seen just in the 20 years that we've been married. And I thought I'd share one because I just saw a story on TikTok that reminded me. And so we got pregnant with our third. We tried for a few months. We got pregnant. We were at the movies. I think I was probably 5 or 6 weeks pregnant and I started bleeding. So I freaked out. We went to the emergency room and we got an ultrasound and I saw the heartbeat on the screen. They said the baby's fine. So I had an appointment with my doctor the following week. I had an ultrasound and he came in and he said, there's no sac. And I'm like, I just saw the heartbeat this past weekend. So they did my blood work, but he told me that I would most likely bleed like I was having a period that weekend, and that I would just miscarry because there wasn't a baby. So I was devastated. Me and my 2 little boys at the time were headed to see my husband. He was working in Oklahoma, so we went to stay with him. So I didn't have service between here and there. I was crying the whole way. I was devastated. You can't explain that feeling when you know that you're losing what you're attached to. It's your baby. So I get there, and in the meantime, my doctor had tried to call me, but I didn't have service, so he called my husband personally. And my husband's like, you don't know, do you? And he said, I don't. He's like, her blood work doesn't look 100% normal. I'm not saying everything looks perfect. He said, but I just have to do a recheck because I just need her back here on Monday. So I stayed with him through the weekend, went to my appointment on Monday. He came in, he said, I don't know what to tell you, but you have a perfectly healthy baby. The Lord did that because he can. And I had a completely healthy pregnancy other than the fact that she went breech. She was my only C-section. She swallowed fluid coming out, so she was in the hospital for about 5 days. She also had a large hole in her heart, which leads me to miracle number 2 with that child. It was very large. They were honestly thinking we would need surgery at some point. When she was a few weeks old, we went back to the cardiologist and he said, this is miraculous. I've never heard a doctor use that term. He said, I have never seen a hole go from so large to so small in such a short amount of time. He said, she will never need surgery, even if it didn't close up. He said, but I know it will because I can see it on the screen. So the hole completely closed up. She never needed surgery. It's like the Lord had his hand on her from conception to birth to now because he can do it.